Okay, how's everybody doing today? Of course, my name is Kent. The channel is Bitcoin Believer, and we are December 2nd, 128. I'm in sunny San Diego, California. Actually, Carlsbad to be exact. I tell you those things because markets go fast, and a lot of times if you're watching a video, you don't know when it was made and you don't know if the information's dated. So I try to keep this information dated. So I didn't put the name of Bitcoin in the title of this video because I was hoping to maybe get somebody to just click on it that isn't been into crypto before. So if you've never seen crypto and you're just looking at the title, 3 ways Joe Sixpack can win in this economy, or um, get ahead in this economy, or survive in this economy, don't click out because I'm going to talk about cryptocurrency. Please stay tuned because I'm going to give you some really easy information to understand, the most basic information you can possibly have. A lot of times in the cryptocurrency space, we all get all kind of weirded out, and we get kind of what you would see crypto minded, and we start talking about things that people just don't understand, private keys, blockchain, and this scares people. And of course, then when you see a guy like FTX guy, this guy right here, Sam Bankman-Fried, and that's all over the news, you really get scared. This guy right here, if you don't know who I'm talking about, you see a guy like that and you really get scared, and people just stay away. They say scam, fraud, stay away. I got a kick out of the fact he kind of used Tom Brady in some of his ads, and I think Brady's getting sued. Tom Brady. I mean, this is kind of and see, people, this is headline stuff. This is what's going to stuff. When Brady gets involved, then people are going to start noticing, and this is where all the people that watch sports start to say, "Oh, this is just a big fraud," because poor Tom Brady, he got hammered on by this guy FTX, this scam guy named Sam Bankman-Fried. Here, I'll just play it.
FTX is the safest and easiest way to buy and sell crypto.
Bankman-Fried wanted it known that FTX was the go-to player in crypto.
Hey, it's Shaquille O'Neal, and I'm excited to be partnering with FTX.
He turned to the sports world to bring his exchange both legitimacy and edge.
So
Lewis saw the FTX internal marketing documents.
He paid Tom Brady $55 million for 20 hours a year for 3 years.
So Bankman-Fried was using his money to hire sports personalities. And by the way, I got the comments open. If you want to give a thumbs up or give a comment, let me know. I'll put it up on the screen. So he was using those people, and that got bad publicity for crypto. So if you're watching this video, if you've been a sports fan, you see Tom Brady got taken, Shaquille O'Neal got taken, all these people got taken. Don't let it go away because you saw some negative press about it. Because I'm going to tell you why, if you're just out there struggling and you need a little bit of way to get ahead, this is going to be the ideal thing at the ideal time to do this. And I've been in crypto for a long time. You can go back and look at my videos. So anyway, Bitcoin right now is skyrocketing. In fact, I was going to hold off making this video because I thought maybe it hit 40,000 before the end of the day, which it could possibly hit 40,000. We're up 1.8% in one day. We were up a couple percent yesterday. So this thing is really rock and rolling. So 3 ways. If you're a guy, a person, woman, man, young man, person with a bank account, and you want to get ahead, you want to get ahead of this inflation, you want to get ahead of all this stuff that's going on, there's 3 ways to do it. I'm going to show you how. But first, I'm going to show you something why the price is spiking today. And don't, like I say, be open-minded about this stuff, and don't think, oh, he's talking crypto now, I gotta click out. Because the reason why Bitcoin is going up like crazy right now is because there's what do they have? $17 trillion. Yeah, right here. Market calendar's date revealed as a huge $17 trillion Bitcoin ETF countdown suddenly begins, heralding Ethereum, XRP, and crypto prices. So we have a fund. Okay, if you don't know what an ETF is, in an exchange traded fund, it's just a group of investors that are pooling their money together to buy a certain basket of things, mainly stocks, probably anything, but it's a stock fund, exchange traded fund. So it's just a group of people that have a specific thing that they're buying, or a group of things that they're buying. In this case, it's Bitcoin. Okay, that money, that these ETFs have to be approved by the Security and Exchange Commission. This has been going on for years. I don't know how many years, probably 10 years. They've been trying to get an ETF. and we're finally got a date on the ETF. And of course, I made a video. This is me a few days ago. It's back 8 days ago. And I said, Bitcoin ETF is technically done. I said it's done. And that's because I could see the price spiking. I could see the hash rate going up. I knew things were happening. So right now we got an article, and this is by Forbes. I like Forbes. It says, mark your calendars, day reveal. I already read that. But Bitcoin has rocketed higher in recent weeks as the hype builds around Bitcoin's worst kept secret. The Bitcoin price has surged toward 40,000 per Bitcoin. It was about 30,000 a few weeks ago. That's $10,000 more in about 30 days. Up more than double when it was last year, and helped Ethereum, which is another, Ethereum is another cryptocurrency, XRP, and other cryptocurrencies to rally. Now, after Ethereum founder revealed a surprise crypto-based AI, which now they're going to merge Ethereum with AI, which I think was a brilliant idea. EOS needs to do the same thing. The approval window for Bitcoin spot exchange traded fund filed by Wall Street giants that managed to combine 17 trillion, just as some think China and Feds are gearing up to flood the world with money, which they are. So they're gearing up to launch this. The Bitcoin spot ETF approval window is open January 5th to January 10th. So we got an actual date on when this thing's going to be decided. Bloomberg Intelligence ETF analyst James Safford posted on X. I don't think anybody can ever get really used to X. Really, this means that any potential approval orders are going to come on either Monday, January 8th, or Tuesday, January 9th, or Wednesday, January 10th. Mark your calendars. Okay, we're at the 2nd December, so a little over a month away. The SEC is weighing around a dozen Bitcoin spot ETFs. Of course, BlackRock is one of them. Applications from several of the world's leading biggest asset managers, including BlackRock, Fidelity. Meanwhile, crypto asset manager Grayscale is working to convert its flagship Bitcoin trust into a Bitcoin spot ETF, scoring a legal victory that dramatically raises expectation that it will be successful. So if the Bitcoin ETF doesn't happen in this window, either SEC, Gary Gensler and SEC have gone nuclear, or they aren't ready and have somehow convinced ARK and 21 shares to withdraw their filings with some sort of future assurance. So either they're going to withdraw, or they're probably going to have an ETF. So I don't think they're going to withdraw. Kathy Woods of ARK joined Bitcoin spot application, adding he and fellow analyst Eric, Belchman, put this at less than 10% chance. So there's less than a 10% chance anybody's going to withdraw their ETF. So we're probably going to get an ETF in less than a month. If we get an ETF in less than a month, there's going to be $17 trillion pour into Bitcoin. Bitcoin doesn't even have a $1 trillion market cap right now. It's got an $830 billion market cap. So this is going to be 17 times what the market cap is right now. So this price could literally skyrocket from 39,000 to 100,000 just by simply having this massive amount of funds come into it. It's going to be spectacular. So if you're Joe Sixpack and you're looking for a way out, you got people breathing down your neck, you're the man of the house and you got to figure out how to make it happen. I'll give you 3 ways to make it happen. Number 1 way, go buy this stock right here. Coinbase. It trades on the NASDAQ. Ticker symbol. What's a ticker symbol on Coinbase? Coin, COIN. It's up 9% today, or 7.5% today, 9 points. $133.76. Buy that stock. That's one way. That's an easy thing to do. Even if you got $100, even if you got $50, I mean, you can invest in these things very, very easily on the way they have these things set up where you can go online and buy it. The other thing is you want to buy is MicroStrategies. Because MicroStrategies CEO is a guy by the name of Michael Saylor. Michael Saylor is a huge Bitcoiner. and he's been investing heavily in Bitcoin. So he owns a lot of Bitcoin. So you by proxy buy Bitcoin through MicroStrategies. That's up 5% today, 29 points, $527. Buy either one of those two stocks, or you can wait for the ETF. That's the third way. So you got MicroStrategies, Coinbase, or the ETF. Or if you want to figure it out, you can go to another exchange or other place to buy Bitcoin. You can buy Bitcoin off of Robinhood. You can buy Bitcoin off of a lot of apps. So there's a lot of places you can buy Bitcoin. But if you're really serious about getting some bump right now, definitely take a look at this and get yourself some help in this economy that's being drugged through all the uncertainties of massive inflation, massive fiat currencies printing, China, supply problems, manufacturing problems, job problems. We got an election coming up, all this stuff in turmoil. So here's an opportunity for the average person to see clear, get clear of some of these problems and get a little money ahead of the game. So don't look at this guy, look at this guy. Let me get MicroStrategy CEO. This is the guy you want to watch. Let's see if I can pull him up here real quick. This guy right here. You want to look at this guy. This is the guy you want to watch. You want to call and see. MicroStrategies is an interesting company because it's run by a guy by the name of Michael Saylor, and he got into Bitcoin around 2020. I remember when he got into it. I've been in Bitcoin far longer than Michael Saylor, and I don't have $1 billion, and billions of dollars, as a matter of fact. So this guy got into Bitcoin, and he has the firm's Bitcoin holdings are now worth roughly $6.5 billion. The purchase of MicroStrategies is the biggest since 2021. So he's making huge purchases in Bitcoin right now. But this guy had a software company called MicroStrategies. Prior to him buying Bitcoin, he was having predictive software for companies to purchase, and that through the software was able to predict things for companies. So he was very, this guy's a strategist. And he's a pretty intelligent guy. And he had a publicly traded company, MicroStrategies, that was doing this. And he realized after so many years of running this company that he could make better money by investing in Bitcoin than he could by actually running his company. His company still operates, but he's focusing on investing in Bitcoin. And now you see him on the internet almost every day. In fact, I kept the name Bitcoin out of the title because too many people are making Bitcoin content. And it's kind of within this little group of people. And I don't know how many people in the world own Bitcoin, but not very many. I'd say how many people in the world own Bitcoin? Do these internet searches. Not very many, I'll tell you that right now. So it's a pretty, maybe 219 million. How many people in the world? 7 billion, 8 billion? So yeah, there's probably 88% have heard of Bitcoin, but very few people have actually got involved with it, especially because of Sam Bankman-Fried and a few other people that have lost, that have been widely publicized as far as losing money in this stuff. Famous people. So don't let that bother you. Don't let that scare you away from Bitcoin. Right now, Bitcoin is surging. It's probably going to surge until the first part of January. And, buy on the rumor, not buy on the rumor, buy on the fact that we actually have literally dates set up for the ETF. And we also have the halving. And I don't want to go deep into that if you haven't understood crypto, but basically the halving is every 4 years, the reward for the miners who actually solve equations in order to earn Bitcoin. There's actually work involved. That's what the electricity is about. Their rewards go in half. So it makes Bitcoin more scarce and harder to earn. So it becomes more valuable. So you got a trifecta going on here. You got a horrible economy, massive inflation. China's now in trouble. They're going to print money. United States in trouble. They're going to print money. You've got the halving coming up. And on top of that, you've got the ETFs coming in. So all those trifecta of events is going to do something to force this up higher. And like I say, it's available now on the NASDAQ through 2 companies. And it'll be very soon in January on an ETF if you want to get involved with one of those. And like I say, those are very inexpensive to buy. They used to charge, fees for going into mutual funds and stuff like that back when I was a stockbroker. But I think right now you can probably purchase maybe through Robinhood or something like that. You could probably purchase some of this ETF stuff pretty inexpensively. I know, almost no fees at all. So start maybe $100, $200, $300, $500. I mean, if your $500 ends up being $2,500 in a few months, how happy are you going to be? And that's about hopefully what we're looking at. So anyway, I want to make a quick video, hopefully reach out to a wider audience based on the title. It's not clickbait. I just gave you 3 ways to hopefully make some money in this time, which is very difficult for a lot of people and probably going to get more difficult, especially with stimulus going away and less people, student loans coming up, a lot of the stuff that people, where we had mortgages that were being suspended, people couldn't be evicted, all this stuff, that for a long period of time, you couldn't evict people from their housing because the government was putting restrictions on it because of the fact that we were in COVID, we were in a pandemic, and people were, you couldn't move them out because they had no place to go. And, the government was putting stops on that stuff like that. So now that stuff is starting to all come to an end, and thanks, I appreciate I got somebody watching. It's kind of funny. I haven't been doing these very often, and you got to, in order to get an audience going, you got to have people watch it. And the thing about it is when you make a Bitcoin content, it's almost impossible to get anybody to watch because you got so many other people creating content, especially people that are very, very famous, like Michael Saylor, who owns a company and is worth billions of dollars. And you got a lot of other people making content. You got, the guy from Shark Tank making content on Bitcoin. Literally everybody's kind of like jumping in on Bitcoin. A few years ago, everybody was calling it poison. Warren Buffett said it was rat poison, so a few years ago it was rat poison. Now it's $39,000. So for one Bitcoin, Bitcoin originally started out at a few bucks, a couple pizzas. So, there's a pizza story about people buying pizza with a couple Bitcoins. So my one follower or my one person that's watching went away. So maybe I'm embarrassed him. I don't know. But anyway, I'll keep it going every day because this is going to be fun to watch. And I think we're going to have a good time. I appreciate you watching. Thank you.